Hello everyone and welcome to this week's update video. In this odd-numbered update we will be releasing some nice improvements to the game. So one of the main focuses of this week's patch are compound improvements. As you might have noticed, several of the compound blocks had various compounding issues. They wouldn't compound with blocks that visually made sense to compound with them. So we made a pass through all the most commonly reported compound collision issues, and I think most of these issues have been resolved, and I think you will be able to find that most of the compounding blocks that you were trying to place should compound correctly now. Of course, if you still find some that we missed or that you think should be compounding, then let us know on the forum and we will take a look at them, and if we agree, then we will make them compoundable as well. We also improved the doors. So in 0.4.0 we released a new subpart animation system, and this also meant that the doors that were previously open, and then once they were fully opened you could close them again, but you couldn't interrupt them halfway. Now you were able to do duk 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 duk. You could interrupt them, it would restart again. So we fixed this, and now you can no longer open and close them while they are opening or closing. This also introduces a new moddable component for you to make your own mods with. It's called the AnimationEventStateTransitionComponent, and it allows you to create state transitions on the block that trigger when animations hit an event. For more information you can check the SPCs for all the doors. These are essentially example blocks, and if you have questions you can ask them on the forum. We also fixed a bunch of numerous little things. For starters, this was a much requested feature by the modders, is that the modded LODs were not loading correctly. So you would be able to make your model, but if you would look at it from a really large distance, it would not fade into the correct LOD model. So we fixed this, and now you will see them working again, so you can go and make high quality models. We also added some tooltips. For example, the metal parts, the tooltip used to say just create metal parts. Now it will tell you that how many metal parts it will create. We also updated the research tooltips. You will find that they now will correctly reflect what they will be unlocking. Previously, some of these researchers were saying the incorrect values, but now they should be correct. We also fixed the double door placement issue, or rather it was a double block placement issue. If you were playing the game in survival and then switched on Medieval Master and you were building, it would sometimes place 2 blocks. So we figured out what was causing this, we resolved this, so now it will only place 1 block again. And I think this will solve some of the issues that were most noticeable with the doors, where you would get doors that are overlapping each other, so you could open one, but then the other one would still be closed, and they would be like, what? Why are there 4 doors here? So this should resolve this issue, and I think it's good. Finally, one of our other things we did is we fixed a whole bunch of crashes thanks to the crash reports you guys keep sending in. So please continue sending us your crash reports so we can continue fixing them. While we're on the topic of crash reports, I would like to show you guys how exactly we work with these crash reports. When crash reports are sent in to us, we receive them on our file server. There we aggregate them based on the crash that is happening. So what we actually do is we scan the whole crash log, we identify the crash, and if they are the same, we group them together in a single directory. Then we number this directory and we simply fix the crashes based on which crash is the most prevalent crash, and we go up, up, up. Sometimes we have to skip some crash because it's really hard to fix and requires a lot of time. So these don't make it to the hot fixes. So please keep sending us your crash reports because they do help, and we definitely use them to make the game better for everybody. Well, that was it for this week. I hope you enjoyed this patch, and I'll see you all next week. Bye bye!